Chilhowie Park every Saturday night in the open-air arena with some of the finest wrestling you ever saw. And I think it's about time for us to go to our first match.
Definitely, and anybody that wants wrestling in their area, just drop us a card or letter here to Channel 26 TV and then care of Ron Wright, and I'll get it and get back in contact with them and set matches up in their own area.
Okay, let's go to our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first match of the evening. This will be a one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from parts unknown at 292 pounds, one half of the Southern Tag Team Champion, managed by Professor Boris Malenko, the Assassin. His opponent weighing in at 224 pounds from Amarillo, Texas, Jim Pride.
So our announcers introduced the wrestlers, and Professor Boris Malenko showing off the belt up there of the Assassin, and Jim Pride getting their instructions right now for the referee, and I've got Bob Roop with me. Howdy, Bob.
Well, Jim, thank you, and it's a pleasure to be back on the show again. I'm not scheduled to wrestle today, and I thought that...
You can rest.
Yes, I thought maybe I'd come by, and, you know, the Professor is a very smart man. That's why he's called a professor. I'm just curious if he hadn't outsmarted himself a little bit. He's alienated my friend and partner, Bob Orton Jr. I have a great deal of respect for both men. And,
well, have they broken up now? Or
well, it's definitely a rift, and there's a dispute in the family, and it upsets me. I know it upsets the professor. And so Bobby was really upset. The original problem was that the professor kind of made fun of Bobby's stuttering and tried to shut him up, and it embarrassed Bobby because it's something that he at one time bothered him very bad, and he's overcome it. And he felt like the professor was sort of...
making fun of him?
Well, he was taking too much upon himself. We've all felt that we were equal members of the family rather than the professor being our boss.
I see.
Anyway, he's got the Assassin. Oh, what a fantastic move. That Assassin weighs about 290 pounds. I tell you, with him doing moves like that, I would much rather have him on my team than be against him. That's what I'd say. I'd like to remain a member of the family. And
well, the Assassin's a big man. Jim Pride is not near that size, and he's having a hard time, although Jim Pride can move pretty quick out there.
Well, his forte in this sense is going to have to be speed, because as far as mass and I'm sure strength, he's not going to be able to match the Assassin. The Assassin is not just a big man either. He's a big man that can move, and he can also think in the ring. He obviously is experienced. His reasons for masking his identity are his own. And
he's not going to tell you that, is he?
No, he's not. It's possible that he's a wrestler that's suspended under his own name somewhere and is still trying to make a living and exercise his vocation, and that's one way to get around it.
Got a chin lock there on Jim Pride right now. Jim's trying to bridge his way out of it, it looks like, but it's not working.
No, the man's got a little bit too much mass for him, I think.
Oh, he did come out of it. Comes out with a wrist lock.
Well, a guy like Jim Pride in being lean and angular has an advantage in being able to find those nooks and crannies. Did you see the speed of the Assassin?
That's what I just started to say. The Assassin, for his size, has got quite a bit of speed himself.
Well, those are very deceptive. The big men like that who are slow-moving and appear to be just plodding along, and all of a sudden they run right over the top of you, and it's like being hit by a Mack truck.
You don't suspect it's coming. So they spread apart here a little bit now and try to size each other up. Toe hold there by Jim Pride. Malenko being very quiet right now. I guess he thinks things are going his way as far as the Assassin is concerned.
Well, I'm sure that he's very confident that the Assassin is going to come out victorious in this match. There's a tremendous difference in size, of course, and also in experience, and the fact that in a sense it's 2 against 1 with Malenko being there. He's a psychological edge.
He can always talk to the referee and get his attention.
Yes.
I've noticed that happen.
The distraction, yes, he can be a very disruptive influence, and again, I think that this man. Oh, my.
Now,
What can you say?
suplex.
That's a suplex, and that is the kind of suplex that's called just pick them up any way you want to. And throw them in there.
You see that bear hug, and then came down on top of it. And that's it.
Undeveloped land, make sure you ask for the property report, and then make sure you read it. A TV26 public service message. Anglers, be sure to tune in this week for all the latest fishing tips and area lake forecasts on fishing in Tennessee. In addition, your hosts, M.B. Osmond and Bill Nichols, will have as their guests some of the area's top amateur and pro fishermen. That's Fishing in Tennessee this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. right here on WTVK TV26.
Boating is great fun. If you get a chance to go this summer, don't pass it up. But before leaving the dock, there are some things you should know. Your skipper may be an experienced boater, but what if something happens to him? Falls overboard, gets sick, or injured? A skipper is proud of his boat and will tell you about it at the drop of a nautical term. He wants you to know how it works. You should know the basics of how to drive the boat, where the emergency equipment is located, what you'll need in case of trouble. It's a good idea to wear a personal flotation device at all times. There must be one wearable PFD for each person aboard any boat 16 feet or longer. And there must be one throwable device. Knowing the basics...
Double arm chancery, backslide.
Could be a start of a pin right here, maybe. One. Terry Gibbs wasn't going to have any part of that.
That was a good move by both men.
Sure was. Little brain duster there from the Colonel.
We're going to make the tag.
Swing into the ring. Catches with the elbow on the way back. Down he goes.
That Randy Savage, I'll tell you, the man impresses me. He's good.
Got a lot of good moves, hasn't
He's
he?
solid. He's tough. He can take a punishment, and he can give it. It's going to be hard to get that title away from him. I'll tell you that right now, for anybody.
Well, he says he's not about to give it up. Now, look at Lathan Lanny. Lanny's going after the Vietnamese fella.
Oh, nice
Drop kick there puts him down. Curly going after Savage also with a drop kick. And several punches to the head, and down he goes. Kicks out of it. Now, Lathan Lanny almost won out too, waiting on Savage over there. So up on those ropes again goes Randy Savage, and down he comes on top of the head with a brain duster. It puts him on the floor.
That double teaming, I'll tell you, tag team matches, that's the way to really weaken your opponents.
Awfully quick. Lathan Lanny goes down.
When the man hits you, Randy Savage hits you, he hits you hard, Daddy. There ain't no two ways about that.
Goes awfully high and comes down hard, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Stomped Lanny right in the face.
High again. Lanny's still on his back.
Lanny's got a lot of spirit, boy. He's coming out from some things that keep a lot of men down. Nice headbutt by Young Key.
Young Key now bringing his man up. Didn't try for a pin. I thought he would. Into the ropes.
Good.
Lanny, one. Little switcheroo.
There he made the tag.
Terry Gibbs coming in there now, good and fresh. Needed that
Get a
tag.
chance to see what Terry Gibbs can do. He's been with
Going after both of them.
Ronnie Garvin a lot lately. Has been training Gibbs, and he's been coming along real well.
Yeah, Ronnie was telling me about that the other day.
Yeah.
Said if he'd been making $10 an hour, he'd be a rich man.
Yeah. There's a
lot of hours goes into training, that's for sure, for any professional sport.
That's right. Well, out of the ring comes Randy Savage, pulls his man back on the rope.
Randy Savage has done some things that I've never seen before, and I've been around.
He loves to climb those ropes.
Yes.
And he's made some jumps that seem way too high.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, that must be some Vietnamese judo there of some kind.
Whatever it is, it looked like it hurt.
Yeah. Ooh, catches the man hard. I heard that from over here. One.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you, this is a very good match. A lot of action, a lot of excitement.
Well, that's what we've been having here on
It's nice to sit
All-Star.
here and watch, I'll tell you, instead of being out there
in there.
with it. Yeah.
Count of two there looked like on Terry. Count of 1, 2. Savage trying to get his man pinned. There's a tag. Here comes Little Leaping Lanny. Going after both of them. He doesn't care. They won't be in there. He's ready for him, it looks like. And look at here. Savage almost went over the top of that ring post, Bob.
Yes, he did.
And look at Lanny. He's catching him there where he can't defend himself. Fine mare. Drop kick. No, scissors.
Good move there.
So Young Keith goes in there.
Got a chokehold on the man, Jim. That'll sure cut your wind in a hurry.
Yeah. Well, notice Young Keith can use those feet about as easy as can his hands.
He can sure place them well, too, boy, right to the throat.
Choking him on the ropes. Now, look at here. Terry gets him inside. So now Lanny's getting the advantage. Headlock. And now Mr.
See that Randy Savage is a smart man, too. You see what he's doing now? Well, I didn't think he was going to let Gibbs come on in, but he slowed Gibbs down. He stopped Gibbs' action there, you know, by holding off.
Yeah.
And if you get a man, you know, off of his
Timing.
you're accomplishing something.
They sure did stop at that time.
It's a rugged sport. Boy, they're getting into her now.
And we got all 4 wrestlers working in here now. Lanny over here on it looks like Terry Gibbs is all tied up in the ropes.
over there on the
Lanny's
floor
outside. Uh-oh, here comes Ronnie Garvin in. He's not going to put up with this. He said, I'm going in here and help this man out. He said, I'm not going to have this man tied up in the ropes like this. So Ronnie Garvin
He's clearing the ring.
the Macho Man.
I'll tell you what, the one-man gang is very, very apropos for that Garvin. They'll fight them all and fight them all night long. Drop kick on the floor.
Everybody on the floor. Malenko out here trying to get away. Ronnie